View. I'm Mary Burkott.
I'm Brendan Doyle.
I'm Carmine Jamay.
I'm Raul Ferrari.
Always animated.
What are we watching?
I already said it. You did this to me last week.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said you in the beginning now. I changed it up a little bit.
It's too weird. I don't
So
like
yeah,
it.
this is the Royal View, a talk show
A talk show.
about.
Wow. Wow.
I'm trying to
This
be
is going to
How
be an
much of
aggressive
an-
show.
I'm trying to be animated.
Yeah.
Are you gonna repeat everything I say?
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say something rude about you. I was hoping you were gonna repeat it, but okay. So we're gonna talk about some issues, some current issues, some celebrity issues today. Our first topic is Lamar Odom. For all of those who don't know, he was found unconscious in a brothel in Nevada with drugs in his system. I think they found cocaine and herbal Viagra, whatever that is.
He was
And-
getting freaky. And
Yeah.
he's a former NBA
Yeah,
basketball
he's,
player, too.
Right.
known as an NBA basketball player, and he was also married to Khloe Kardashian. Also, actually, I think we learned that he's technically still married to Khloe Kardashian.
They're
She's
separated.
actually making the medical decisions for him right now. But I think it's really a tragic thing, obviously, and it kind of brings up a lot of, you think of Corey Monteith, who overdosed,
Yeah.
and just like the drugs issues in general and how it's really prevalent in Hollywood. So what do you guys think about it?
Don't do
What was
drugs.
the person that came to mind for you when
Yeah.
you thought of drug overdoses?
Corey Monteith.
Who's Corey Monteith?
He was Monteith. He was on Glee. He.
The poster child for dying of an overdose.
Like
Like Michael
recent.
Jackson
Yeah.
or
Recent.
Billy Mays,
It was a recent thing that he died.
Sham Wow guy.
And it was tragic
Yeah.
because he's young, and Lamar Odom is
No,
young as
Yeah.
well.
Billy Mays is OxyClean
What?
But he died
Oh,
of
yeah.
overdose.
Did he?
on ShamWow.
No, Sham
He
Wow.
overdosed
He
on
overdosed on
ShamWow.
ShamWow.
is Vince, whatever his face.
Okay, well, I think Lamar Odom,
Lamar was-
tragic story because he was an NBA star, won an NBA championship with Kobe Bryant, who Kobe Bryant left an NBA preseason game to go visit Lamar Odom, which is nice. And Lamar Odom has had a lot of chances to clean up his act. He's been addicted to cocaine for a while now, and it's just really sad to see someone go down that path.
Yeah, it's very sad.
So-
I mean, and I think it definitely shows just how much of a disease that drug addiction is.
Yeah. Well, so you just don't feel as much sympathy for him. It's just he had a shot, but now it's just
I mean, I feel bad for him, but he's had a lot of chances to clean up his act. He's been picked up after this cocaine addiction, too, by other teams. I mean, he's trying to help himself, but he just keeps falling back into the cycle. And someone with that much money, I mean, it's easy for him to get drugs,
Yeah.
but
It's very sad.
you'd think that it's not like he's in the inner city, anymore, coming from a rough background, but I don't know. I'm rooting for him, but it's just kind of sad.
No, it's
So
very
he's
sad.
not dead. He just overdosed.
Yeah,
He's
I
in
mean,
a coma
I think
right
from
now.
the information that I've received online, which who knows how accurate, I think it's likely he'll have brain damage from what
Yeah.
I've read, which is really awful. I think, how old is he?
It's like 35.
It's, oh my God, that's so tragic. I believe Corey Monteith was in his 30s as well when he overdosed. And you look at oh my gosh, what's her name? She's such a
Michael
talent.
Jackson. Farrah Fawcett.
What's her name?
What's her name? Michael Jackson. Yeah.
I just trying to
Farrah
make me go
Fawcett,
to
well-
rehab.
No, yeah.
Who?
Amy
Oh,
Winehouse.
Amy
yeah,
Winehouse,
Yeah.
an incredible talent. She died. of
Yeah.
drug
Farrah Fawcett
addiction.
was not- She
battled,
should've gone to
drug
rehab.
addiction too. Yeah.
She was
But
like
no.
I think she
40.
may have. I don't know.
No,
Billy
no.
Mays was 50. Michael
That's-
Jackson was like 40.
No, but what's her name was
Who?
really really young. Amy Winehouse was really
Yes.
young.
Amy
She was-
Winehouse?
Well, 20.
She's
like late 20s.
27.
27. Yeah.
Sounds about
Thank
right.
you.
Close to 30.
Um,
Yeah, camera guy.
still in your
coming
20s. It's
clutch.
so sad.
Yeah.
Awful.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah. Don't do
Just don't
drugs.
do it.
Where's my camera?
And if you
Yeah,
are,
don't-
get help, please.
Don't
Get
do
help.
Yeah.
It's really scary and sad and affects everybody around you. It's
Yeah.
really, really awful. But I
Be
mean,
responsible.
yes. And try and
Where's
surround
our
yourself with the right
PSA?
people.
Yeah.
We're not doing PSA, yeah?
I'm talking to you,
No, but just
Jared.
in general. Where's our
Oh,
like,
where's
From
our
Subway?
PSA for
Yeah.
girls?
Well, no, I'm just saying if there's anyone named Jared watching this,
Oh.
and they were thinking about doing drugs, then they definitely won't do drugs now. Because
Why?
I just called him out.
Who?
Jared.
From Subway?
No.
Oh, let's talk about Jared from Subway.
We
That's
could
crazy.
talk
Do
about
you
Jared
guys
from
still eat sandwiches from Subway?
No.
I don't eat them. They're not that good. to
Yeah,
be
exactly.
honest,
That it's more to do with
I was
that.
never really like a hoagie person.
Hoagies
Well,
are good.
I do
Subway
like hoagies from
sandwiches
Wawa,
are
but
not
I would
great.
never. I don't think I would ever like choose to get a hoagie if that makes sense.
Do you
that makes
protest things like that? Like, do you?
Protest?
Yeah, like, do you like
you
boycott? Like, do you boycott like companies?
What
that
do you
think,
get?
like Jared,
Or
like he got in
Chick-fil-A.
trouble,
The
so you
Chick-fil-A
boycott.
thing.
So Chick-fil-A, people boycotted it for like 2 weeks, and they realized that the nuggets
First of all,
were
I
just
never
too much.
understood that because what does it being closed on Sunday due
No,
to
they,
due to having a
No,
religious
the-
thing have to
the
do with you
owner.
getting your chicken sandwich?
The owner came out as being against homosexuality.
I know, but that has absolutely nothing to do with you getting your chicken sandwich.
But I know.
What
They
does the
do-
view
no,
of
no,
the
that's what
owner
I'm
have
saying.
to do with
they,
that?
They,
That's what
they,
I'm saying.
I
they
think
donated
it's more-
money, like some
Yeah,
of
they
their
donated
profits to
money
like
to-
Oh, that's
anti,
true,
yeah,
yeah,
to like
they
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
groups
yeah.
crusade against
You're,
it.
it's not affecting you at all.
No, but I think
But
it's
it's
just you don't want
affecting
to
gay
you don't want to be
people.
associated with something like
Yeah.
that. I guess.
But their
I
sandwiches
know,
are
but-
so
What
good.
I didn't like about the
don't
whole
think-
thing was a lot of people would go to Chick-fil-A and go through the drive-thru and gave workers really hard time.
Yeah.
And the workers like, that's not my view. I'm just
Yeah.
working. This is my job. I'm sorry.
Call for to
But
the
I mean, I understood why people didn't want to.
Well, they don't. They also don't
I
do
don't
that
think
anymore.
the Jared thing. I don't think
Yeah.
people should not get Subway because of Jared. I mean, he's not.
Yeah, they shouldn't get Subway because
He's
it's
just
Don't
a
don't get
spokesperson.
Subway because it's a bad place.
I mean, I guess I would go to Wawa.
called
Yeah,
Jimmy John's.
go to Wawa.
Oh, Jimmy John's is really good too.
Jimmy John's
I
is
love
gone.
Jimmy
I don't
John's.
And
get
if you
Wawa.
don't have
There's
a
no
Wawa,
Wawas in
yeah,
Scranton.
well, if we
There
don't
aren't,
have a
no.
Wawa, then you better, get on Wawa. Tell them to bring one.
It's north,
over
but
here.
it's a
Turkey Hill, but
northeastern
Turkey Hill
chain,
sucks.
though.
Yeah.
I
Team
can't-
Wawa. I know there's Sheets too, but
You know.
Sheets.
hashtag
You
Team
guys
Wawa.
do this Freddy's.
Hashtag Team
Hashtag
Wawa, yeah.
Team Wawa. But
Get in on
actually,
the ground floor.
when we went to, I did a Habitat for Humanity trip to
To Wawa?
Alabama.
Yeah,
How
to
about
Wawa.
those poor Wawaiians?
Yeah.
But
Wawa.
we encountered a
Wawa.
snowstorm and we're stuck at a Sheets.
Yeah.
And they kicked us out. Like
What?
it was
Why?
3 a.m. snowing everywhere. They're like, sorry, we think that you're inhibiting customers from coming in. I'm like, it's 3 a.m. Number
There's
one,
a
no one's here.
snowstorm.
We're gonna die. So actually, like one of the parents called Sheets and like complained to people, and we got free $25 gift cards each.
Nice.
Wow.
Should have gotten more for that.
That's worth
They
dying
sent you
But-
out
for.
in a snowstorm.
That's worth a frostbite or
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's worth.
I don't have any.
potentially dying.
You don't have any of your toes left, but man,
But
you
yeah,
got
that's I'm
25
totally
bucks
Team Wawa
at
because
Sheetz.
Wawa
At
would never do
Sheetz.
that.
Yeah.
Wawa lets everyone in.
Yeah, they do.
Isn't Wawa like half restaurant, half convenience store though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
sometimes
I
have
wouldn't
gas
say
station.
Yeah,
Not
I would-
restaurant,
yeah.
but I just say restaurant just because you eat
Like,
there. But
like
like
takeout.
you
You
can
don't
dine
eat
there.
there. No,
though.
you
They're
can't.
much
Oh,
better.
maybe some. I'm sure there are some that you can dine in. Not
I've
the
never
ones
been
near
to
me.
a Wawa, so I don't know.
They're much better than Turkey
Like
Hill.
our Texas man over here.
Yeah, Texas.
What do they have in Texas? They have Sheets in Texas?
No.
What do they have?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of South specific chains.
Do they have like loaf and
Freddy's?
jugs?
Freddy's frozen custard. I worked there
Oh,
this
okay.
summer. That's a southern.
Oh,
chain.
you told us about that.
Yeah, they were not good.
Not good people.
Not. Well, you know what? I don't want to say that they're bad people. I learned that today in my senior seminar class.
Don't, no,
They're not bad people.
No, but
It
you're
was
not
just-
in a job interview right now.
It was just
You
an
can say whatever
odd.
you
It was
want.
just an odd experience.
I worked in Deli.
I didn't
liked
get a
it.
name tag the whole 3 months that I worked there.
Wow.
They just called you kid.
You were an honest.
Sup, kid?
Some
Hey,
of the
custard
managers didn't know
boy.
my name. It was sad. To be honest with
right.
you.
We're
But
going to talk about our
whatever.
next topic. Wait, which one do we want to talk about
Nothing.
next?
They're looking at me though.
It's your choice.
You're
Should
We're
we-
gonna,
dealer's
throw it to
choice.
PSA.
I
Let's
just
throw
want
it
to
No,
get
we're not
good.
throwing
We're not throwing
PSA.
to PSA.
Good for you.
Oh, I
Okay,
thought that's
Selena
all.
Gomez. We'll do Selena Gomez.
Okay, I thought that.
Um,
Oh, okay,
It's
sorry.
great.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with Selena
Sorry.
Gomez?
Selena
Blew it.
Gomez revealed that she has lupus. It was actually, I've seen that report
Yeah.
a couple years ago, which is interesting that sometimes you see the media actually knows things that was never confirmed. But she finally confirmed that she has lupus, and she was talking about how a lot of people were like targeting her because she wasn't really doing much, and she was actually like, getting chemotherapy and everything like that. Personally, I've never had anything against Selena Gomez. I don't think she's the greatest singer or the greatest actress, but I give her a lot of props for just, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with her at all, but I think she's been really cool lately. She's been standing up for herself and just,
I can't
Uh,
with Selena Gomez.
do you?
No.
I know.
I think that she has a new album.
She
I
does,
saw something
Revival.
about that on like Spotify.
She does have a new album.
And then I ignored it.
I was on Twitter and I think it was Huffington Post.
Okay.
Yes.
And they posted an article and it was like Selena Gomez performs and she had a backless shirt.
That was,
Scandal-
that was the
scandalous.
thing. It was,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
very scandalous. It was
Really?
a V. It was like one of these V deals. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
V torso, no back, just a couple of strings chilling.
oh, I saw that.
Nice.
She looked great.
Yeah, she looked alright. I don't like her. Her face is like stuck.
She's
in
very
6
youthful.
She's very 6 years old.
Yeah.
In the
No,
face,
I
and
think
I
she's
don't like
beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, but she was working it in that "Good for You" video. I'll tell you
Oh
that.
yeah, I love that
I
song
don't-
first of
I
all.
never saw that
All
video.
she did was the whole. She just stared at the camera in from different positions. She was like on a couch staring at the camera, like laying down this way staring at the camera.
Because that's not off-putting.
I
It was-
wish
it
that
was
someone
effective,
would come
though.
out with a music video that had a plot.
Oh, they used to.
They-
do them all
they-
the
I know
time.
they used to all the time.
They're-
Like really
they're-
cool. Like at the end of it, like
There's
wow.
still some that do, but like they're
Actually,
not more
I feel like that was like
Yeah, I
mostly
guess
like
so.
the boy bands who did that. Or the,
No.
they were like a.
They were more like dancing in front of the camera.
Michael
Wasn't
Jackson
there like
a-
did that. His videos were like 10 minutes long.
Like when
Well,
I
yeah.
was
It was like the
listening-
first half
oh,
of
that's
his video
true.
was
That's
like
Thriller.
true.
Yeah.
20 minutes of his movie.
You
Yeah,
ain't
but
bad.
you
You ain't nothing.
You ain't fat. You ain't nothing.
Nothing.
Oh god. But I just wish they had like everything now is just beauty shots basically. I feel like that's what music videos are.
But is making
The
comeback.
music is a
You
lot
remember
less,
when like
involved,
back
too.
in the
Yeah.
90s having
Yeah.
like a big butt was like not that cool, but like now it's like the thing.
I thought that 90s was when it started to get cool.
No,
I
I mean
like
like Sir
big
Mix-a-Lot was just like talking about, you know, like everybody walks around with the itty bitty waist and the round thing in your
Your
face.
It gets sprung.
But okay, we can't say that
Yeah.
on the air. But
We'll edit it.
Why can't
We'll,
you be
we'll
sprung?
edit it out in
because
post.
it's a euphemism for having an erection, and we can't even say penis on this show.
Oh,
Apparently, so.
apparently
Well,
we
there you
can.
go. You just went the whole 9 yards. So go ahead.
We do a lot of things on this show. We're
Yeah.
not supposed to. Okay.
You know, Drake had a good music video recently, Energy, when
Did
he
not see
put
it.
his face on a lot of different people. Like he put his face
That's
as
what-
Barack Obama, and he's like addressing everyone, and he did other famous
Oh,
people
like
too.
That
I was picturing like
That's just
Drake
what-
is like
yeah.
rapping and
Yeah.
he's just like putting
No,
his
no.
face.
No,
like,
no, no. Like,
That's
on
what Drake
people.
sees. He just
he
sees his
acted
face on
as
everyone.
them. Like his face was like photoshopped as them, and
Yeah.
he's like doing different
That's
things.
great.
It was cool. I liked
He
it.
loves himself so much that he just sees himself in everyone. Just everyone has his face.
I don't know if
That's
that
really
was
it.
that.
No, I believe that.
My next rap video is gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Raul does rap
Except
videos.
I'm gonna Photoshop Drake's face onto my body.
Okay, I like that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
you should Photoshop Drake's
But
face.
I'm gonna take out his
photoshopped on
mouth,
Michael's body.
and
Yeah.
so my mouth is still gonna be there.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go black lips.
Why
not,
don't-
not the
why
whole
don't-
black
why
face,
don't-
just the black, like the
No,
mustache.
Why don't you just like print out a picture and just have
Thank you.
like this really cheap mask over Drake over your face?
I'll just
That
have a
work?
picture.
Yeah. Just make it creepy.
I'll just wear like a really green neon shirt and then just like key in Drake's face.
Nice.
Green screen.
On your shirt?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to do that as a bit where I wanted to go to people that had really brightly colored, solid shirts. I wanted to do this actually on parade day because everybody had green.
Okay.
And I wanted to
Yeah,
like
solid
I wanted to interview people and be
That
like,
could be
"Yo, why
fun.
is my face on your shirt?" And they wouldn't know what I was talking about, and I was gonna put it up in post. But then I realized I'm like in parade day though when that's happening, so I can't really do that.
No, that would be awesome.
Someone GoPro.
That'll
for
make
a
you
day,
go
I
up
think,
to
one
more
time.
people.
That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
That's true, but
Uh,
I don't know if they'd want to deal with that. And you know how people are, they get reckless in front of the camera, and like who knows
Yeah.
how much of that footage is just gonna get lost in the ether.
yeah.
As long as we can keep the camera and
Yeah.
not get it showered in beer.
Yeah.
It's not gonna get showered in beer. They would have to pay for it. I'm not.
I don't think they would.
I don't
I don't
know.
think they
No.
would.
Your name's on it.
Should we take a
And a
PSA break?
Yeah, we can take a PSA break.
No, we can't do it yet.
I think that we should
No,
take a
we
little
can't.
PSA
All right,
break.
PSA break. Better be ready
Stay
for it.
tuned.
5, 4.
All right. So what are we coming back on? No.
I didn't find out as long. we're
Welcome
back.
back.
We do a segment every week where we do an honor selfie. And Brenton, you get the honors
I did it.
today.
I did it last week though.
mom.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, you broke your phone.
You have to. Yeah, I did. I did drop
Nice.
my phone. I didn't break it. It's just
You broke it. That's nice.
So nice. All right, Carmine, what are we talking about now? that
Well,
we're back?
I guess we're gonna go with, well, I don't know. Would you rather talk about senior relationships in college in your senior year, or the double standard that exists between guys getting with a lot of girls and girls not being able to get with a lot of guys, or else they're considered, your favorite. What you call your mother? What you call your mother?
I was expecting
Why
you to like
you
say
call me out?
words.
No, we will not talk about that.
That word
talk
is in the
about
Bible,
both.
though. I think we can say it.
Whore?
Yeah, whore.
Is it in the Bible?
It is. You
Yeah.
can't. You should not sleep with a whore.
Mistress too.
Concubine. Let's call them
Concubine.
concubines.
I actually once read a fan fiction
doesn't
called The
make
Concubine. This is so weird.
Okay.
Of
You
course you did.
missed it when we read fan fiction the one day. It was so
Oh.
funny. What was I gonna say? Okay, well, we can talk about either. Which one do you want to talk about?
I feel like both of them, like we can segue into each topic.
Let's talk
pretty
about
seamlessly.
relationships
Yeah, we can
senior
do both.
year.
Okay,
Okay.
and then we'll segue into the thing.
So, what do you guys think? Is it stupid?
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, what's stupid?
Like to
Relationships.
start a relationship your senior year
Yeah.
of college.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Like
not a
we're
great.
not
It's
doing
not a
this.
great idea because I mean, if you do start a relationship with this person, either way, the odds are that you will not end up in the same place once college is over, and you probably shouldn't start your life off following someone else.
Yeah.
Which that seems kind of harsh, but honestly, you kind of just have to, work on your own life before you can really involve anyone else in it.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think same thing. You don't want to be tied down. You got to really think, is this relationship that serious that I'm really going to take it over into my professional world or my graduate school world?
I said it nice.
Am I going to move somewhere else and still want to be with this person?
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know if you should, because the way careers are, you can move all the way over, especially in our industry, in
industry.
broadcast or in journalism.
True.
You can move halfway across the country to pursue a job, and let's say in Kansas, you might meet some nice country boys. Mary, in your case, you don't want to have a
Hopefully.
you don't want to have a Scrantonian tying you down over here.
Oh, Scrantonian?
I think you're limiting yourself by
I mean,
being in a relationship.
Here's the thing. I agree. I think it's pretty stupid to start something now. But at the same time, there's part of me that says, like, you can't plan that stuff. You meet the right
True.
person, you meet the right person.
Could be.
You can always try and make it work. It might not necessarily
It's
work.
called
but
love, Raul. Before you say anything.
I wasn't gonna say
There
anything.
is, like, the romantic side of me says that, yeah, like, obviously, if it happens, it happens. But the realist part of me says, oh no, I was almost about to curse, says don't do it. I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't start it off. I just think it's dumb to start now. I don't think it would work out. I mean, maybe it would, but I think it's stupid.
I've seen people who it works for and good for them, but
But also, right now, we're in the most dense
yes.
population of men and women
True.
our
That's
age,
true.
True.
single, ready to mingle. The alcohol's flowing, the
Carmine
juices are
Middle
flowing.
Fingers Jamae.
Right. So why wouldn't you take advantage of that? I think it's
Yeah.
silly. But if you're in, like, let's say you're in a 2 to 3 year relationship already,
Yeah, that's no. I actually
then
have friends
that's
who
different.
Yeah.
they're
you know.
in that situation and like it's kind of unknown what's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are talking about senior relationships. What about just college relationships in general?
I mean,
Like, I didn't want to start like a relationship in college either because I know
I
this is
did.
very temporary. This is 4 years. Like 4 years is kind of a long time, but also just like
4 years
when
is
I
a long
leave,
time.
when that then what?
I feel like you can't.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You
Because then it will
can't
be
think
an
of that stuff.
investment, and then
So you think you should just roll with it
I
and
don't.
not
I mean,
plan
I
it?
think. Well, it's funny because before I came to college, I had so many parents tell me, "Oh, I met my significant other in college," and I'm like, "Now senior." I'm like, "Wow, it really worked out well for me." But I don't know. I just think it's one of those things where like you can stand here and say, "Oh, it might be dumb," and like plan it. You can't plan the future. You know what I mean? You can't like if I was a freshman and I met somebody, sure, I would have absolutely gone for it. But I mean,
yeah, well,
you
it's more
just can't.
acceptable,
I don't
but-
know. You can't just. You never know until you're in the situation. If you
I'm
really
never in
like
it.
feel a certain way about somebody, I don't think that you should not do it because of fear of the future, because you can't really like face the future until you're there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It kind of goes both
Very
ways.
inspiring.
Yeah, it's a good way, that's a good way to put it.
So yeah.
I like the relationship at college a lot better than I like it long distance.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
Yeah,
you have a
that's-
long
that's so
distance
true.
relationship,
Yeah.
especially freshman year, I had one freshman year, and it really like limits you. And
Like
you kind
from
of
different schools, you were with somebody.
yeah, from Penn State, and it makes you feel like you don't really need to branch out and meet new people, and not necessarily just girls, but like being at a
just like,
party.
yeah, you
Your
just
girlfriend
attend.
might be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And then
Yeah.
you might be content just staying in your room and talking to them and not branching out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
agree
think it
with
limits
that.
you for sure.
But here, it's a little better.
But
to be in a
even
relationship,
long-term,
yeah.
just long-term relationships in general, I just
Oh,
feel
great.
like they don't really work.
Long term or long distance?
Well, eventually,
Long
hopefully it
distance,
works.
yeah, that's what I meant to say. I said long
That's what I
Oh,
figured. I figured.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, long distance. It's weird.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
no, I
tough.
don't know how I feel. But I don't think long distance is great. Specifically, I think going from high school to college and like
Yeah.
being different. I think that I saw my friends' relationships. People drop like flies. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
that
think I
like
know
the
one person
like the
who's
one that
better.
like baffles me is like, oh yeah, like I met my significant other in high school. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How does that
I don't
work?
know.
Oh.
You're not
You
even
just
the same
like
person.
well, it's basically like you found this one person. Like, all right, we're
That's it?
good. We're done
Yeah.
here now.
I
Like,
mean, I
I'm never
think
gonna
it
meet
used
that's
to.
it.
interesting.
That's
I think
the
it
rest of
used
my
to
life.
work that way for
Yeah.
sure. Just because I
But
think
that's
people
because
settled
I-
down earlier and they had
yeah,
kids
and
earlier.
people didn't move around as much.
Right.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
kind of a
No
set way.
cell phones.
Yeah.
This is a big, big world.
The
Yes.
new,
With
the new
access.
age of
Globalization.
Of
Look at
We're,
that.
we're living in
Yeah.
the future right now. So
Yeah.
people. Millennials.
No, but
Are we?
yeah, we're living in the future right now.
But the thing, call me Sammy segue here, but
Yeah.
the thing that Carmine was talking about earlier, we are in a very densely populated.
That's right.
Yeah,
Left and right.
Sorry.
Options are flying at
things
you.
are flowing.
every day.
There's literally plenty of fish in the sea,
Right.
as we like to say. There are many
true.
Right.
toes in the boot. That's a weird analogy.
That is-
I
That was
never
not
like
that good.
at
That
all.
one was off the top.
Was
I
that a southern thing? or-
Maybe.
Yeah, it was.
just-
I don't
I'm
know.
wearing boots right now. I think.
Oh, you
It's
are?
just-
Okay.
But what do you think about that? Do you think that like it's worse for a woman to be overly promiscuous than a man?
Okay, that was not even like
Good
a
segue.
Well, there.
segue.
I mean, no. Listen. In college,
was-
there's a
it
lot of
was
toes in the
connected,
boot, so
but I
you
lost
have a lot
track.
of options. What do you
I
think
think,
about?
okay, listen, I'm a feminist.
What
so I
about-
think
what about
women can
taking
do
those
whatever men
options?
can do.
That's right. What
I
about taking
think-
the boot off?
What about taking those
Oh
toes?
my god.
Or like,
Let's not. Okay. Here's what I'm going to say about women promiscuity and male
Yeah.
promiscuity. I think that as long as either sex are being safe and
Yes.
aren't intruding upon anyone else's relationships, as in they're not hooking up people who are taken,
yes.
go for it. If you can separate yourself in that way and are able to just casually hook up people, there should not be a differentiation. A woman can do it and a man can do it, in my opinion. And I know that not everybody agrees that way.
I agree that
however-
way.
I agree.
I agree.
I think that way personally, but
'Cause it
I do
opens
know
up my
there's
options
more
more.
of a stigma on women to doing it. But I think that that opinion is changing personally.
But you see,
Yes.
you disagree with me on the fact that.
What are you about to say?
No,
Raul?
you disagree with me on the
Uh-oh.
fact that you don't think that that double standard exists today.
I think
And
that it's getting
it
better.
does.
That's what I said. I said I think that the double standard is not as prevalent as it used to be, and I think we're going towards an age where it's gone. But I definitely still think that there are people who think that way. I mean, I grew up thinking that way, to be honest. When I grew up and I saw like these people hooking up people, I'm like, how are they doing that? They're sluts, and it's not true.
Wow.
As I've grown up, I've realized that that's not true.
But that's
Now
still the
I'm
general
one.
feeling, though.
Yeah, and I think the only way that that's going to change is for other people to.
More promiscuity. That's what we're promoting on The View.
No, I was
Be
saying-
promiscuous,
But I think-
everyone
That's
out
it.
there.
I think like educating people, like I mean that's the way that I grew up because that's what I was told. So if no one told me that, I wouldn't have had that idea. So I think that it's up to us to educate people. Honestly, if you want to see something change it yourself.
Yeah, be the change you want to see in the world. I
Be the
forget-
Be the
TV.
TV.
Yeah,
Free
we
the
already said
nipple.
that.
Hey,
Hashtag.
honey.
Hashtag feed the nipple for sure.
Hashtag free the nipple. Hashtag no bra day. I didn't wear my bra yesterday.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm really
I
playing
did.
for the team.
Today is National Love Your Body Day.
Today's National Love My Body Day. I'm not wearing pants.
And this is where we flash the audience.
Yeah.
Ready, Mary?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
He's doing it.
Jeremiah's
I already
gonna do
did it.
I know.
I'm free balling right now.
He has actually
Wow.
showed too much on TV for sure.
The pumpkins are out, huh?
Listen. Sorry.
My
Okay.
God.
I liked it.
Speaking of
I
pumpkins,
need a
Halloween,
feminist
right?
question.
Yeah,
Wait, what? Halloween?
Yeah.
Okay, we can talk about Halloween.
Yeah.
What are we
I wanted to
talking
ask a
about?
feminist, but I was having
What are you
Okay,
gonna-
go ahead, go
what?
ahead.
that thing
no.
earlier that Revi said about the lady thing. I said I,
What?
I was talking
Hey,
about a
please
story.
explain, please. Okay, go ahead.
Please
Okay.
explain to the
Should I say the whole
audience.
story? Or should I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
get to
No,
the
go
story?
ahead.
Okay, so we were talking about how at my what? Sorry, I got distracted. We're talking about how at one of my previous jobs I used to work at a frozen yogurt shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
What's it, that place?
Freddy's.
Freddy's.
No,
Oh, no,
Freddy's
no,
is a restaurant thing that I worked
Okay.
in Texas. This was in DC.
Okay.
So
Oh,
I worked,
Frozen?
huh?
Frozen, yo.
Frozen Yo.
Yo.
And I was checking out. I was checking out this Asian woman, not like physically, like her body.
At
I was
the
like
cash
checking her out at
register.
the cash
okay.
register.
I was like, wow. Okay.
And there was another Asian lady getting checked out in the register next to me. There's only two
Okay.
employees, right? So I'm here. My coworker, she rings out the person and she leaves to go clean the store, as you have to do. Always got to be busy. And so as this lady is like putting away her stuff, I'm ringing out my lady, and you know, it doesn't speak a lot of English. So I go to swipe the thing, and her credit card gets declined.
Okay.
And she starts freaking out, and I'm like, "Yeah, your credit card is declined, so I can't sell you this yogurt. Do you have another card?" And she says no, like she doesn't understand what the concept of a credit card declining is.
Okay.
And it's like, your card doesn't work. And she's like, what? And I'm like there's no money, like there's no more money in your card. And so it got declined. Do you have any other money that I can have or no? And like as I'm trying to explain this to her, the other Asian woman that was next to me gets super mad, and she's like, what is wrong with you? You're talking to her like she's retarded. And I'm like, no, she didn't know what it meant to be declined. I'm like, yeah, but you don't have to talk down to people. I'm like, she doesn't speak English. And I was trying to, and she wasn't having it, and she got mad, so she asked for my name. And but as I did in this story right now, I kept referring to her as an Asian lady, and apparently that's bad. Like I might want to be careful when saying that in a job interview, because I might tick off somebody for saying the word lady as opposed to woman.
Oh.
that story just took like
yeah,
a complete
yeah,
different
yeah.
turn.
So
Well-
basically, the thing is whether you should call someone a woman or a lady.
Like,
Yeah.
what is the issue with lady?
What do you think about being
Yeah,
called
what
a
do you
lady
think-
as
yeah,
opposed
what
to
do-
being
what do you
called a
think
Fair
woman?
at
about
all. I mean, I think some people are a little crazy. And
But when
they
you throw
take
race
things-
in there, you know, anything can happen.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's definitely a little bit
Oh,
controversial.
we're
but,
talking about
What
race.
is?
We're talking about the word lady.
Lady. Wait,
Asian
what did he
lady.
just say that was controversial?
Here's what I actually
Asian
have a
and lady
problem
at the
with.
same
Yes.
time.
Asian
is
and
when-
lady at the same time.
A person your own age
Yeah.
calls you honey.
That's
So annoying.
terrible.
I thought
So
you were gonna say
annoying.
ma'am.
No, it's so
Honey?
annoying. Like I have like one of my girlfriends, like no
honey.
offense to you if you're watching, but she will be like, "Hey, honey, what's
watching
up?"
you.
I'm like, "We're the same age and we're the same
Honey,
level
yeah.
of life. Do not call me honey."
What about hun?
It was what?
It was lady.
We have some. Lady was bad. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
I
what
mean,
said.
if you were
Did you not
saying-
know that that's what I said?
I mean,
Yeah. I think
Well,
she got
then,
it,
should
but
you not call a guy a guy? Should you call
No,
him a
it's like
man?
gentleman versus
But that's what. Yeah, I didn't understand.
guy,
Do you
man.
remember what that argument was? Because I didn't understand it.
lady is supposed to be more proper,
Okay.
I guess.
but if you were to say,
But
"Listen,
Asian lady is kind of
No.
like
Listen,
black-
lady.
a black lady, Asian lady.
But why can't I say?
I don't
But
know.
that's what they are. Though. She's Asian.
Yeah, I think it's
But
all.
the problem
everything's
wasn't that I
too-
called her Asian. The problem was that I called her lady. And then he said something about like
I think 'cause maybe that
gentlemen
sounds-
and men, but you can't be gentlewoman or something. So it's lady. But then that reinforces the patriarch or something.
Yeah, wouldn't it be lords if people are called ladies too?
Maybe.
There's
Some
there's
people
an
get too
asymmetry
crazy.
to it.
Some people are too crazy.
Yeah.
Some very antiquitous.
You can't be too PC
language.
if anyone's watching. Don't
Yeah.
be too politically correct
Well-
because
Yeah.
Welcome to
it
2015.
could make you come off more racist. Because if you come up to someone and you say, "Are you African American?" they might get offended. Why don't you just call me black?
But then
Yeah.
the opposite
I don't
could
know
happen.
if that's
I mean,
true.
honestly, I think our
But that-
A lot of my
African
friends would.
our society is
Mine would
very
too.
PC right now. You can't say
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
Can't say
and not get in trouble.
Yeah. You
just
People,
gotta,
people
go
even
with it.
found like I
minutes
think who was it? It may have been Hulk Hogan where he did an interview like years ago that just resurfaced and he had said something somewhat racist and like he got crucified for it. It's like people don't believe in the fact that people's opinions can change. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And even
a
you
big
may
thing
not
in the
have been
presidential
thinking about
debates
it.
right now.
Exactly. Like they always call
Oh,
it
man,
flip flopping.
Donald Trump.
Is it flip flopping or maybe do people actually just
Change
I
their
know,
mind.
crazily enough,
Yeah.
change your mind.
Yeah.
And even if they are, like, I remember, I think we had this conversation with Leo, who is not here today. We miss him.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Where he was saying, I
I
know
hope he's
Hillary
watching
Clinton.
somewhere. I hope he's watching somewhere.
Okay.
He's watching this.
Leo.
Leo.
Up in the big studio in the sky.
We talked
Yeah,
about,
and
he
then
said
he
he hopes
falls
that
from the
Hillary
rafters.
Clinton actually believes in gay rights, not that she was just saying it to become more popular. And I said, well, listen, even if she doesn't actually believe in it, now that she's like publicly said she supports it, she can't do anything against it. So even if, you know,
Well,
you don't agree
that's
with
why
it-
I'm less inclined to believe that people, well, like I guess politicians in general, but I do think that there is like, you know, change doesn't happen overnight. That's when I
Yeah.
say that there's like flip-flopping where it's just like, if it's in the
Yeah.
course of a couple months or
You
sometimes
happen to
even
be
a
running
couple
for president
weeks where it's like,
now,
oh yeah, that unpopular thing that I said, yeah, I believe the opposite now, so we're all good.
But I don't know. She's what, in her late 60s?
Yeah.
So like at that point, I mean, if you change in a matter of 4 years in your late 60s,
Yeah.
that's flip flop.
That's
Is
Like,
it's a
you know.
very short amount of
But
time.
even if
I
it
mean,
is, what I'm
you
saying
know.
is that like as much as I would love for it to come from a genuine place,
why-
you can at least not now do anything against that.
Why can't you just like not care for gay people, but still like help them with their rights?
You
Like,
can do that.
Yeah, like why is that?
I
why-
think
I don't
that's
think
my.
the two have to be mutually
I think
exclusive.
that's
and I feel
that's
like
what I say
most
to my
people
dad all the
need them to
time.
be.
I think that people focus too much on people accepting gay people rather than accepting gay rights.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I personally
Like,
accept
come
both,
on.
but I'm saying at the end of the day,
You don't have to like everybody. Like I don't know. You're
Like,
never gonna.
I
you're
don't
never
believe in the
gonna
same
all
like beliefs
people.
as like a Buddhist, but I would never say that they can't get married because they're Buddhist. You know
And
what I mean?
also, we're not Buddhists, so like, or if you're not
not.
gay,
So it doesn't
why do
matter.
you care
Exactly, it doesn't affect
if
you.
someone else is gay or, you know, I mean, it's not affecting your life. If that makes them happy, why not let them
Exactly,
be happy?
totally.
You're not being gay now. You don't have to be gay
Yeah, it
just because
doesn't
you
matter.
want
Yeah.
other gay people to
Yeah.
have the same rights you do. I don't.
Yeah,
I never
it doesn't
got
make
that.
any sense.
Equal rights, everybody.
Yeah,
Separation of church and state.
Exactly.
It's not real anymore. It's weird.
I agree.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
It's political.
Oh, you wanted to
Well,
talk
well,
about the
actually-
Miley nude show?
Well, I mean, this doesn't have to be like a long conversation, but I guess Miley Cyrus is gonna have a nude show where not only is she nude, but the audience is nude.
I could get.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
go.
the audience is like more of a yes than Miley.
Like, could you imagine that
No.
everyone's just nude?
Dude,
Yeah,
there's gonna
that's
be
pretty
so
cool.
many
Sounds pretty-
underage people
sounds pretty
there.
cool.
No,
think-
I don't think you can be underage
I
to
don't
go.
know.
I'm assuming.
Talk about free love at that concert.
Yeah.
I don't
Dude.
know.
Listen, I love Miley Cyrus.
Hey,
I
I'm
think
going.
she's awesome.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a party in the USA.
Yeah.
The U of S.
That's
Nice.
a throwback. She
That's
probably
the
doesn't
only
even
Miley
perform
Cyrus
it.
song I know.
hey,
Besides
hey.
baby, or not a baby. What was the other one that was really
What's the
popular?
one?
You should actually genuinely, if anyone doesn't listen to Miley
23.
Cyrus's music or watch her perform live, look up a bunch of her songs. She's amazing. I don't know if people actually
a good
realize
singer,
that.
but her
I'm,
music is
I'm still
awful.
holding out that
23.
she's
She's
gonna
a great
bring back
singer.
Hannah
Yeah,
Montana.
she is. She performed
She's
on
not
SNL and
good.
she performed the Twinkle song, and at one point at the end, she just starts screaming, and it's awesome. Like, she's really amazing, and I wish just because I'm not like.
It's just the
It
pop
doesn't appeal
music.
to me all the crazy stuff that she does, but like she can do it, it's fine. But I
Miley
think that
Cyrus
it overshadows her
conversation.
talent.
This always happens.
I know,
when
because I
Miley's-
love her. I love her so
She,
much.
Very
it's like
controversial.
Miley
I know.
Cyrus is allowed to be as controversial as she wants all day long, but like, you know, it's not. It's just like weird that like you don't hold any contempt for Miley like doing anything weird, but I feel like if somebody else did it,
Oh
you'd
no,
be
but
kinda-
that's her. That's just like
It's
like
just
Dennis Rodman.
But when
or,
you go,
She gets so much
but when
crowd.
you
Guys
go
like
when
that.
So
you
much
go
crowd.
out like to a talk show, like you're doing
Okay.
like whatever talk show, Letterman or whatever she did,
Yeah.
and she was fucking
Like
like not
Fallon.
wearing clothes.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Dump
That's
that,
okay.
dump that, and she's not wearing clothes, and
Yes.
she just has a little nipple clamps, like on a national like TV that a bunch of old people are watching at midnight. Like it's just like there's a time and a place, and she doesn't care, and it's just like weird that you don't see how that's weird.
No, a lot of people think that's weird. If you watch any video of Miley Cyrus, 100%.
I know that a lot of people
probably
think.
the
I'm
number
saying
one
you
comment-
specifically. I don't see how you don't
But
think that
she's
that's
Because
pushing
I
the
am
edge of the envelope
encouraging
so
young
often
people.
that now it's not a
Because
shock.
even
when
though it's not necessarily
that's
something
her.
I would
But it's like
do,
attention.
she's
It's
fine
just
to pursue it.
attention grabbing. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
just
that's
not-
taken a lot of focus away from her music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I think it has. But
Which
I mean,
I
at
think
the
she
same time,
wants.
she's a
It's
businesswoman.
marketing.
She's
Right.
making a
I
lot more
guess.
money than any of us are.
That's
so.
how the music business works.
Look at Lady
Get
Gaga.
naked.
Yeah.
And Lady
Get
Gaga's
naked.
an insane talent too.
Sing,
That's
sing
obnoxious.
maybe, I guess.
But why is it obnoxious when Lady Gaga like,
don't
does
think
all her
it's
stupid
obnoxious.
suits, but it's not obnoxious when Miley
I'm not
Cyrus is
saying
always
it's not
shoving
obnoxious.
microphones in?
No,
I'm not
no,
saying
that's
it's not
definitely
obnoxious,
obnoxious.
Yeah, it
but
is
I am
obnoxious.
saying that she can do it.
She could do it.
mean,
But
she
She's
can do whatever she
allowed.
wants, but-
She has the privilege.
I mean, men go around grabbing their crotch all the time, and Miley
Exactly,
Cyrus.
and that's where that whole debate started. Because I was just like, that's what we do. That's what guys have. Girls can't. Miley
Why
Cyrus
not?
can't
Why
grab
not?
her crotch because there's nothing there.
Yeah, still crotch.
Well,
She
there's
still
something there.
crotches.
Oh, but there's nothing. But she's not grabbing anything. Is what I'm saying.
Well, yes, I think she is.
Yeah,
She's
you think
grabbing
she
the
has
area.
she has
Yeah.
No,
that,
but she's grabbing some part of her body.
It exists.
Grabbing the little. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
no,
go-
yeah,
that's
no, go ahead.
gross. I was gonna say
No,
little
I'm
flip
saying,
flaps,
like-
but,
But men do it all the time.
Jesus,
so
I didn't
why
want to
can't-
say
So-
it. Brendan made me say it.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
didn't make you say it.
You
I
s-
didn't.
you
I
encouraged
didn't
it.
make you do
You
You
anything.
encouraged it,
Yeah,
just
but I
like
didn't
people
make
encourage
you.
Miley Cyrus.
No
to
one
play
encourages
with her
Miley
gentle
Cyrus. No
stick.
one
You know,
encourages her.
since we've been talking about the music business,
Oh yeah, we should do our.
we should talk about our music
music
picks for
picks
this
of the
week.
week.
Oh yeah, it's our
can I-
new segment,
can I-
Carmine.
Oh no, I have
Yeah.
Okay.
Can-
Okay.
can
Come
I-
along for the ride.
Okay, can I go first?
It's not a new
Am I
segment, we
allowed?
do it all the
I'm gonna
time.
go first.
But it's new since he came here.
Yeah.
Look up the Bleachers. I've been listening to them a lot lately,
I'm going on
and
YouTube.
their song "I Want to Get Better" is really good. So listen to that. Carmine, go.
Whatever music I like.
Well, like
Just
this
what-
week.
what
this
would
week.
you
What,
suggest?
yeah. What do you want to
Suggest
tell
your
everyone?
top music.
Oh,
Music.
well, I've been listening to a lot of Wiz Khalifa's old mixtapes.
Mm.
Cool.
If you don't have the app, you should check it out. Spinrilla. It's a good app. You can get every mixtape that has pretty much ever been out. Very hood music though, but that's
Yeah.
right up my alley. I like. I'm starting to.
very
The more and
gangster.
more I've been listening to Drake and Future's mixtape. I like it a lot. I like Live from the Gutter,
Yeah.
which I can't really relate to, but I like the rhythm and beat. The lyrics, I can't relate to because I'm not from the gutter, nor am I live from the gutter. But they have a lot of good songs, and it's growing on me.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Honestly, I have not really been listening to anything new because I haven't had time, which is really upsetting. But I did find a really awesome mashup of, I've been talking about her so much, but Halsey and 21 Pilots, there's a mashup called House of Gasoline. And I've been playing it a lot. It's really cool. It's ukulele. It's really awesome. So yeah, that's my music pick.
That's cool. I just found out about a band called Them Crooked Vultures, which has actually been out. They've been a band since like 2009. But it's a band that was started by Josh Homme of Queens of the Stone Age, and it has Dave Grohl and John Paul Jones in it. So it's like really tight, and I've been listening to their album.
What are they called
It's really
again?
good. Them Crooked Vultures.
Them Crooked Vultures.
It's just like, you know, you get some metal guys, and then you get some Zeppelin guys.
I'll look it up on my pumpkin.
Yeah, on your pumpkin.
On my pumpkin.
It was good. So it was
Yeah.
good. I suggested that.
Awesome.
Well,
Is that it?
Yeah,
We good?
I guess
I
so.
think that we're just about ready to
no,
wrap it up.
actually,
we're getting some
we're
very
actually
subtle.
not wrapping it up. We're gonna
oh,
go for another 15 minutes.
Yeah, we're getting some very
next
subtle
topic.
signatures.
Halloween. What are you dressing up as for Halloween next year?
I don't know.
This
Not this
Yeah,
year.
this-
Next year. No, this
No,
year
next
doesn't
year?
matter. Next year.
Next year, I don't
That's
know.
pretty far in the future.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
this year
I'm
would
not
be
ready
better.
to commit to
All
something.
right, I'm
go
gonna
for
dress
this
up as a
year, go for
cupcake.
this
What about you?
This year, one night I'm gonna be a formal apology.
I'm
You
gonna
dress up
wait,
formally,
what
but
was
I
the
have
one-
a sign
it
around
was
my neck
like-
that says sorry.
No, you should say
Okay.
nudist on strike.
Okay, I like
Oh.
that. That's gonna be my second one.
Yeah. That would be good.
I don't like that.
I
She's
I
cutting
think
us off. You
nudist-
can't cut us
employed
off.
nudist. Employed nudist, I think would be better.
We're talking about Halloween. What's your favorite candy to receive on Halloween?
Twix.
Yeah, Twix.
I love Twix. No, the SpongeBob burger, like those burgers thing.
Gummy
I like
bags.
Almond Joy. I like Almond Joy.
Almond Joy.
Really? Are you
Coconut with the
65
almond.
years
Yeah.
old?
What are you?
What?
You can just cut us off.
Yeah.
Carmine
Cut it
Jeremy
off.
Jahil.
I don't know.
Cut the black.
I want to do something with a group for
Jeremy.
Halloween.
cut the black.
Last
Carmine
year,
Jeremy, who just-
last year.
What's your
CG,
favorite?
cut the
What's
black.
your favorite
No, no.
superstition?
Black.
No, I didn't get to say my costume.
What is
Last
happening?
year I was part of the
CG,
Jackson
black.
5, and it was
Yeah.
a big hit.
Oh
Huge $30
Yeah,
afro.
last year was
He
right.
was. He was. He was very
That
good.
was
Janine wants us to literally
What's your favorite
stop.
superstition? Under the ladder or the